Patient, Chap Ha, and Panda with the forward. What do you think about this team com? Oh, but we'll be starting straight away right into the match. This is Chocho as well as Milk casting for B1 first of the match. Wax Artist spawning at the S palette.
Yes, going immediately for throwing wax already, not deciding to go straight, he just deciding to go to this side. Even though there were already blood trails, he just was going his way. He thinks this is one of the areas the survivors might be hiding, and he's immediately spotting more blood trails. Mini Blue is here already, ready to take the first kite, already jump away a little bit prematurely, but definitely bought a little bit extra distance that he really needs. No, our glass coming in very strong with all that wax. There's no real priestess on the map, so that definitely going to shorten the distance. Nobody to help him shorten the distance here. So Acrobat has to go into this two-story area and see whether glass can also continue this early kite.
And we see Mini Blue will be taking the kite. Maybe the first hit soon? No, the failed mind game on glass side. Mini Blue able to kite away from this area. Will most likely be getting the hit now. And oh no, the flying wheel, but unable to stop the 100 wax from happening. But Mini Blue effectively using the red ball, dodging that hit, allowing his teammates to continue decoding with max potential.
That is such a godly flywheel utilization also of the ball. That was an amazing acrobat first guide already 1 minute and a half in the match, Chocho. This is looking really not bad at all for BL.
But it seems that Mini Blue might be ending his kite rather soon compared to what we're expecting. And we see the bird on the acrobat, but Hunter doesn't want to wait it out. He just wants to get the hit, get the max presence as possible, because Hunter brought insolence into the match actually.
Yeah, that is actually a very not conventional persona here for a wax artist, but Glass is still having a little bit hard time with the acrobat. Mini Blue is was being the window block right there, and now forcing to go to this pallet area. There is no more potential for Kai here, but he's going to take the last hit, and also first time in chair for Mini Blue, while we still already 2 minutes in the match and 3 ciphers are about to be popped.
I mean, Mini Blue's kite is actually pretty good already. It's a full 3 ciphers. He tried to break line outside from the Hunter so that the spikes can't hit him. So that was a pretty smart move on Mini Blue's side. Right now, we'll be seeing Panda, the forward, coming for the rescue, balling straight away to the chair, not giving Hunter absolutely no chance to stop him from coming for the rescue.
Yeah, that was a very swift rescue here. No body block coming in. We'll see whether the forward might opt for a stun. Not quite sure yet.
Ayo!
Just...
Oh my god! The tram MVP!
Yeah, the tram coming in for blood again. Catching Mini Blue right after he bolts the pallet. Wow.
That was something Mini Blue totally did not expect. Getting that hit from the tramp and Hunter immediately getting that hit right after kite. So Mini Blue didn't have a chance to second kite, have a rebound kite against his Hunter. So right now, the next person coming for the rescue will be Chap Ha. Right now, 3 ciphers left. One of them gonna be popped soon. Chap Ha has to make this rescue as tight as possible if he's coming for the rescue, because if he's unable to make that happen, then ciphers will not be enough, because it is time for Potato or Panda to run to the next cipher.
Yeah, there actually might be a chance they would just sell Mini Blue here, because Patient definitely not going to make it on time. So Glass will be just looking around for the next survivor. We'll see whether he can hide long enough, but no, he was spotted almost immediately, and it's going to be about for Chap Ha to take this second kite around.
We see the effective use of the hook. Will Hunter be able to stop him and get a hit? Yes, getting the hot wax hit. So right now Hunter's looking at the ciphers. Right now the last cipher is at 70% also. Nobody is decoding at the moment. So we see Glass also with the teleport trait, so there is no blink. Most likely will not be having a trump card, and a down on Chap Hair's side. This might be a chair. Oh no, Hunter teleporting immediately to Panda. Panda half blood. Panda can't die at the cipher, because if he dies at this cipher, nobody, because right now there is no 6 cipher that's been decoded. Seer is probably gonna go heal up Patient. Yeah, we see that at the bottom left corner. That is happening right now. They're probably gonna heal until they're all full blood. But Panda most likely will not have any much ball left, so not sure how this kite will be prolonging further actually.
You see Panda already pulling the hunt, trying to pull the hunter away from the cipher that is 70%, 80%. So that is actually the strategy right here. Try to not let the hunter know which one is the cipher that is 80%. So we see all the 3 survivors spreading around the map, not touching any cipher yet because they don't want to bring attention to that particular cipher, because once again, it is a full presence glass wax artist right here. Very scary, guys. And the survivors are trying to get the most points, so they cannot risk anything. They are playing actually very safely, Chocho.
And we can actually see a chain cipher on one whole side of the map. So if Glass, I mean the mindset right now, I think that Glass should be having right now would be to lock that Fagate cipher, and then his main body should be camping at these 2 ciphers to prevent anybody from decoding. Because definitely the longer you drag this out, is definitely better for the Hunter, because Hunter has teleport. And I mean, what can you do as a survivor? I mean, Seer doesn't have bird, Forward doesn't have ball, and we see Patient with half blood with 2 hooks left. 2 hooks left? Yes, 2 hooks left. So Hunter will be seeing the Seer over here.
Yes, definitely. Potato here taking this guy. There is no owl for this year, so he'll have to prolong this guy as long as possible. Everyone is away from the cipher, and now Forward is going to start a new cipher while Patient cipher is at 50%. So at this point, Glass kind of like forced the survivors to start a whole new cipher from scratch and luring them away from the cipher that was 80%. So at this moment, Glass got the upper hand of the match.
But he's already going away, so Forward right now has to force that cipher at the shade area. We see that is absolutely happening right now. The cipher will be primed when Patient comes to rescue, but if Wax Artist prevents this and denies this rescue, then it's another story. Because right now, Cherry nearer to the last cipher, if he's able to wax out the last cipher and get a hit and chair the next person, this might become a potential 4 kill. Sorry.
Yes, definitely. It's so scary here because Glass didn't decide, oh my god, he hasn't blocked the cipher, but will go directly for a turn shock, and the pop of the machine allowing that rescue for the Seer, while the Chapha and Panda are going away as far as possible.
This is not looking too good for BL Survivor side. Seer getting the immediate down. Chop Hair is at the center. Panda is rotating from the Fat Gate area, going to the front gate area, Graveyard Gate area. This is not looking too good. But if Forward, if Glass can't make this teleport, because if he does make this teleport, then our Patient's gonna steal. So what he can do right now is to wait until Seer's blood is almost done, teleport to the front gate cipher where Panda is, get that 3 kill, and this match seems to be more of a 3 kill than a 4 kill. I don't see the 4 kill potential at the moment.
Ooh, Chapha already revealed the blood trails right here. We are facing a full presence, but no, going to teleport to the Forward gate, and Forward was already preparing for that. He was not right at the gate, which is actually very important here because he could have immediately go down with the Wax Artist with detention. So now that there is a dungeon in the middle and Chapha is already there, not willing to open the gate. Forward just start opening the gate with 5%. This is extremely difficult right now for both survivors.
This could be a potential tie right now because Forward is crazily opening the gate at Graveyard area right now. The dungeon is at center right now. If Forward is able to get out and then Patient goes to the dungeon, then this would be a tie match. Would it be a clutch tie? Yes, it is. It will be.
Yes, they made a clutch.
Apologies, right? Even if you have your stress, right? You eat one detention hit, you're still gonna down. But if Patient, if you have hooks, then you can kite it out. So I think that is Patient might be a better choice early as well as late game. We see the number 5 spawning at the front gate area, going towards the Fate gate, and we see the Patient probably getting the first kite.
Yeah, going to bump into Oxygen really early on. Our Hunter main gets to play Survivor, and now he gets found by the Dream Witch, already putting the lead here. Going to use that, going to try to see where he can use the hook and hook immediately to the wall, going to this double parrot area. He knows he cannot put this pallet down just yet. He needs to do a little bit mind game, which is exactly what he did. Not getting the hit yet, but was so close to be a third shock, but he just got the normal hit. And now Oxygen is going to go around this passage area.
I believe Oxygen wanted to make use of the 3 seconds that Hunter's unable to control the main leash to use pellet stun and go over, but was it worth the risk though? Because you getting that free hit over there is not too good for your Survivor side. The decoding speed is going to be slower, and afterwards we see Aurora with the Priestess support portals, which means that the Cypher decoding process will be slower even further.
Yeah, so far Oxygen is doing a really good job getting a first patroller here, and also this area is very far away from other ciphers, so he's doing the best he can, but now will take a hit with the main leech, so gives a possibility here for Dreamwitch to go harass with his own leech, and then going to take the first share in this graveyard area.
Oxygen unable to eat his leech. It's kind of like easier for the, I mean, it's better for the hunter, of course, because if there is less leeching that's happening, there is less possibility for the leech removal being picked up, so it's harder for survivors to remove leeches. And we see the basic hit and rescue from the forward side, unable to get the chip shot over here, and number 5 focus on objectives, leeching the forward, and Oxygen is kiting away from the graveyard areas, feeling his hook, because the mother's leech actually went to block the direction that patient was looking at, so the hook did not happen, and very unfortunately dying inside graveyard once again.
Wow, that was extremely nice mind game there coming in from Liz, stuffing the hook, and wow, now it's gonna be a dungeon party. Sorry, a basement party coming in. Oh, Oxygen going to the basement. So for the second time in chair, there is a long distance portal that she's cleaning up. Luckily, there was no image there to hit, which that could have been a little bit scary, but now forward is taking this normal hit, and at the same time, the leech is going to see whether she can find another prey.
It's kind of like a bad trade-off over there if you didn't know this. Just now, Barmaid gave the forward a drink so that he could heal up, but forward wasn't being very conservative with his ball. I mean, was being too conservative with his ball, and afterwards getting Aurora trying to get a hit, but dying at the basement once again, unable to get the rescue, getting the double down. Oh my! This is such a ton of events. Sorry.
This is extremely scary Dreamwitch gameplay we see right here. She took advantage of the survivors coming in for the basement, and she decided to not only take Oxygen but also take the priestess, and at the same time this puts a lot of pressure now on Noir because they were aiming for a tie, and at this point it's looking really dire the situation, Toto.
It looks like a potential for elimination match. There is no way Barmaid is gonna go for the rescue. Barmaid does not have tie. There is no point in getting the rescue. Downstairs there will be another leech. There is absolutely no point. That's one. Secondly, is how are you supposed to do it? We see DDD coming down right now. DDD does not have tie as well. Feeling the blink. A foe will be jumping down to get the rescue most likely, and then afterwards, what happens? Because the both of them can't get out of the basement. That's the problem.
Ooh, going for a small stun right there, coming in very aggressively with a full blood rescue, getting the first hit, and going to try to see whether she can, unable to scale, just like you said, taking the normal hit because there's no more tie turner for the forward, so he's forced to just get away from here, at least putting another leech on forward, and now going to be, how long can the Barmaid Kai, but immediately hit connect here, dying right at the cipher as well. There's still 4 cipher remaining, Chocho.
And yeah, it's a definite for elimination match. There is no way, even if the forward kites out like 120 seconds to 200 seconds, the ciphers will never be enough because okay, they went for a one support which is from the priestess side. We see a leech hit on the forward, and yes, for elimination, number 5 allowing himself to have the 5 points and continuing with his winning streak because the commander is just not there. There is no sub commander as well, so they are probably just making decisions based off what they feel is the most right at that point in time. So let's just look into the match right now. We see number 5 spawning at the lantern gate, and we'll be going straight towards, sorry, I believe he spawned at Tofu, and we'll be going to the lion cage, getting the easy first spike on the, who is it? Kokwa, which is the mercenary.
Yeah, Kokua is playing mercenary. That was actually not something I was expecting because he usually plays support, but now going for a rescue character, that is very good. Forcing elbow pad early on from Kokua and deciding to move away. He's not going to waste time against such a strong survivor as mercenary. So now going away to look for the next prey. Everyone is definitely already rotating. The cowboy is here. Is Oxygen's Cowboy going in for a second kite. He cannot really lasso on the hunter, but he would just wait for it, wait for him to get out of his car, and now test his driving skills once he get back into wheel form. But now, for the meantime, there is some support here, but no, we'll take the first hit from Oxygen.
A bit of a field mind game over there on the Cowboys side, but it seems to be that the Cowboy seems to be a very good counter towards Poland, because each time you hook, I mean, he puts the trap, you can hook over it, so you'll never ever get the trap hit. But just now it was enduring CD right now, and then we might see the down on the Cowboy, especially the easy spike on Oxygen. So chairing at the Priestess Cypher right now, the long portal will also be destroyed, the support portal as well right there. So and right now Princess has 0 portals, so I feel like there's too much support portals in that same area, because right now, because of the support portals that has been made, Princess Cypher is pretty slow. I think it's the slowest one at 32%, so this is not looking too good for North Survivors right now.
Yeah, and I was coming in Priestess for a rescue before half. That was a very good rescue. Taking only 1 spike, that is not bad. Going for that body block there. Aurora did a great job body blocking for the Cowboy, going into portal and then going back into that wheel form.
This seems that the support has been pretty good. If Oxygen can make this rebound kite last, then it will be great, because if he can make the if he can kite until the 4 ciphers are done, the first 4 ciphers, so there will be 1 cipher left, then there is a potential for a tie and above kind of match.
Yes, now coming in with that trap, that almost, that was so close there for the Cowboy, and now going in back, Mr.
Oh my god! Amazing play on Oxygen side, able to hook to the pellet, and then Hunter missing his blink. Hunter was able to predict earlier that the hook is gonna happen, so a field blink, but however Oxygen will still be down this time, but it's okay. We see the flying wheel still able to be used for Oxygen side, and Mercenary might be coming for the next rescue.
The only thing here, Chocho, that like you mentioned before, Priestess hasn't been able to pop her Cypher yet, so that definitely is a little bit of a delay for the Cypher Rush that we usually see on the Survivor side. So now Mercenary is the one taking 1 spike first. We'll see whether someone else might be sneaking for the rescue, but no, it seems to be Kokua alone coming in. Oh, decide to just not go for it, and now is going to take this kite right straight away, while Oxygen decides to be sold out just like that.
An immediate down on the Mercenary side. I mean, the only way the Mercenary could have rescued Dan, right, was if when Hunter becomes into human form, not nearing the chair, because him using the elbow pad when the Hunter is not in human form, you're gonna get a first spike and then the second skill spike, so you'll be a total of 3 spikes. You'll be unable to rescue as a Mercenary, that's 1. And then not Mercenary had no choice but to be downed with absolutely no items. For progress even slower right now. DDD has to go and heal Kokwa, the Mercenary, and Hunter is just going straight to hotel, probably predicting that they're already there, and DDD getting the next chase.
Yeah, already taking a spike there with the long spike, and now I think he's going to try to stop this rescue because they definitely need to get this rescue down. Mercenary coming in from behind the chair, going to try to sneak rescue, while Balmer is also getting the attention. Mater almost about to get the rescue, but low Aurora already hitting middle, but making the rescue happen before middle, that's actually quite good for the survivor. However, though, it will immediately go for the last effort.
Very unfortunate double down on the Survivor side as well. Also excellent prediction. Also predict where the 2 survivors are, and just standing in between, getting that 2 sniping thing to happen for the double down as well. Very detailed. We can see from number 5 here, and it seems to be that he will be continuing his winning streak of 4 elimination throughout IVC.
Yeah, now we see a BLNO5 Hunter will change to Peepers as well. So when Hunters do this, guys, is because he feels very confident about getting a 4K. So that's why he changed to Peeper, so he can a little bit more control, a little bit more vision than more than when he has already. Flywheel coming into effect to avoid the burst, but now we'll be eating this trap. Wait for it. He's going to try to buy some extra time for him to not make this rescue. And now DDD unable to make that rescue, and now it's going to be back all the way for a no 5 breaking wheel going to into the wheel form.
Very nice detail on number 5 side, like you've mentioned. And even also another down on Mercenary side. Mercenary also didn't have any items anymore, so it was expected from Mercenary. Right now, we see DDD forcing one of those ciphers that has already been decoded, but Hunter seems to know. Number 5 seems to know exactly where the survivors are every time. You know, like it's like Hunter instinct or something. This just show how veteran his Hunter is compared to many other growing hunters that has growing potential actually.
Yeah, his hunter reminds me a lot of Gigi Son Hunter as well as Wolf's Alex Breaking Wheel, because that's the game sense that they have, because they play so often and they know the survivors very well, and they just go directly to where the hiding spots. And look at that. Look at that, how it's just like following it, being very confident. Look at that maneuver. Look at that small wheel, big wheel maneuver. That is actually so difficult to do. Getting that spike on the embalmer. He's 2 spikes alone and will just splash just like that. And even though he got a coffin there, the mercenary cannot do much at this point. And it's definitely looking like a very dire situation for Noir.
Mercenary has self-heal, used it just now. And right now we'll be waiting for the hunter to come and see if he's able to kite this out, but most likely not. And like you said just now, amazing drifting as well as control on the Polun. Just shows how familiar he is with hunters such as the Polun. Like, he has placed many characters in BO1. You know, sometimes certain hunters, when they pick a hunter for BO1, right, it's always very standard. Dreamish. But then for number 5, right, I researched on him, right, there is no specific hunter that he's always going for BO1. He just sees the team comp and pick a hunter that he feels is gonna counter the comp, because he is so versatile with his characters.
So you mean that he's also a very unpredictable type of hunter, right?
Definitely. So if a team, Survivor team decides to counter only one of his hunter character, then he's just gonna pick something that is gonna counter their survivors' characters. So
wow.
Right now we see the surrender.
Oh my god! At this point, they only need to have 1 out to win. So that is actually puts a lot of pressure on our hunter's side. So everyone else, I want to say hi in the chat to everyone, and we're gonna head right into Chinatown.
We see the hunter spawning at Tofu. Feels like the exact same spawn as the first half, and going straight towards the connected double story area. We see Mini Blue possibly getting the first chase, but Hunter thinks that Mini Blue doesn't know. Hunter doesn't see anybody, so he's going down knowing that Mini Blue is over at this area. Mini Blue will be getting the second kite in BO2 again. So the hunter has opted for insolence, so it just means that he wants an very good early game. But will Acrobat be giving the chance to Hunter? That's the question here.
Yes, BL Mini Blue taking the first kite once again, but in a different map, Chinatown, and also Glass is trying to focus here. Getting the first hit, that is actually very spot on, and now making him go to the second floor. That is also buying so much distance for the hunter. There's no one decoding here, which actually was good. Everyone is decoding all the way in the other side of the map, using this fire bomb right here, but Sculpture deciding not to take it and just going around it, while Mini Blue is still kiting in the second floor, which actually gives him some advantage, because Glass needs to have him on breaking the eye of sight for Glass.
And let's just take a look at the persona the survivors have brought. They didn't bring a single Tide Turner, 339 and 13912. So the plan on BL side is very clear. They just want the one escape. They're not even gonna bother rescuing if the cipher's not enough. So we see Mini Blue just prolonging the kite further. The blink has already been out for the first hit, so this just means that Mini Blue's kiting ability is so strong but he finally eats the first statue, and the second statue will be occurring this time around. A slow vault, which is very unfortunate for the BL side. However, we see the postman, I believe, nearby in the vicinity.
Yes, it's going to be the next. I think the forward just popped his machine, which is very good, and Chapha is the one coming in, but he actually just got spot on because of the persona of the hunter. So he's going to try not to get any chips on, while Panda is crouching here, maybe coming for a rescue. But like you said, it's not necessary at all. So he might just be giving tinnitus.
There is no second kite ability for Acrobat right now because he has used up all his balls. You see the red ball? That's the only ball that he could have gotten during the kite, which means there is a 60-second above kite, but that did not happen. Well, I'm not too sure there's a 16-second kite or not because I wasn't paying attention to the balls that he was using. But right now he has not a single ball, so rescuing him has zero potential of there's almost none, close to none, rebounding a kite. But we see Panda appearing in front of the hunter right now.
Panda coming in. He has tight turner, so maybe that's why he feels like he just wants to go for it. And also there's also communication. Mini Blue told him that he feels confident about this kite. Also trying to get the glass away from the cipher of the embalmer. That's also one of the strategies. And using a ball now. Maybe he knows the ball is about to come in, and now Panda coming in from behind, trying to harass the glass.
Exactly, and second skill is not popped yet. Oh, but we see the second skill popped already. Acrobat downing right at this moment. But will Hunter be able to stop Panda from this harass?
And then coming in all the way around this pallet, trying to deny this stun, and now forward using the ball to just stay away, and now unable to get that harassment possibility that he wanted. But now the last machine is also going to be 60%, which actually is already on the survivor side.
And right now, Hunter will be giving chase to the patient that will be trying to kite towards away from the last cipher. Teleport was used. Chop hair right now also in the vicinity area. Hunter just want to camp out the cipher, and also probably trying to drag out his teleport that was just used just a while ago. We see Chop hair also rotating away from the last cipher. Everybody is just taking their own time right now because what they need is just a one escape. But if that's what they need, maybe decoding a new cipher might be the most optimal choice.
Yes, definitely. They just want to stay away from the main cipher, and like you said, yes, he knows now where cipher is, and now we'll take that tattoo on forward, and he'll be going to his first chair. And there is something the survivor still can afford, Chocho, because look, now that the survivor forward bought so much time with that kite, then they're able to go back to that cipher, which actually very far away from the hunter. So it's going to be all up to how this postman can manage to get this rescue done while the cipher is already prime.
We see the flying wheel to dodge the second skill statues. Very well done on Chop Hair's side. This will be a very safe rescue because Hunter no longer has any statues to use. So Cypher is prime right now, getting the basic hit. Cyphers will pop. This seems to be a tie situation for Glass as well as BL survivors. Panda just continuing the kite. We see the dog on the Hunter's side. So slowing down the Hunter right now. The distance between Panda right now is extremely large. Panda has already reached into second floor. Patient also running towards the hotel gate, and the gates will be opening. Patient, probably a postman also running towards the gate. So Panda is just pulling the kite here. Probably a possible tie situation since the dungeon is not in the vicinity as well.
Yeah, Panda has a good chance for dungeon because he hasn't really used his ball much, so he has a huge chance to just dash away from the hunter, and that is exactly what he's doing. Dungeon is all the way straight there, and we'll see Panda needs to get to this dungeon. Let's see whether Glass can use the status to stop this dungeon escape. But no, Panda is taking the dungeon, and it's going to be a win for B.